Hello students, welcome to video lecture on multiple choice questions in quantum mechanics. In this video lecture, I am going to discuss multiple choice questions on operators in quantum mechanics. Here we are going to consider some basic operators in quantum mechanics. So let us see brief summary of this. Hermitian operator. What is Hermitian operator? If A is Hermitian operator, then A must satisfy the condition. Means A must satisfy this integral. So integration psi star A psi d tau is equal to integration in bracket A psi bracket star psi d tau. Where this d tau, it is volume element and tau is entire volume on which integral is taken. So when operator A is Hermitian, it will satisfy this condition. And we know operator equation A psi is equal to lambda psi, where lambda is called eigenvalue and psi is called eigenfunction. This is called eigenfunction. Now if A is Hermitian, then this lambda eigenvalue will be real. Eigenvalue of Hermitian operator is always real. We have one basic operator in quantum mechanics, that is minus IH bar dabba by dabba x. This is momentum operator along x-axis. This operator is Hermitian operator. And if we operate this operator Px on psi, we get lambda psi, that is minus IH bar dabba by dabba x of psi is equal to lambda psi. Then this lambda will have dimensions of momentum. And if we solve this, we will get psi is equal to C e raised to I lambda upon h bar multiplied by x, where C is constant. And this is eigenfunction for momentum operator. Now we will see simultaneous eigenfunctions and commutators. If A and B are two operators and psi is a function satisfying the following relation, means A psi is equal to small a psi, B psi is equal to small b psi, where A and B are eigenvalues corresponding to A and B respectively. And psi, it is eigenfunction for operators A and B. So if we have simultaneous operation, B A psi will be B small a psi, that is AB psi, which gives you AB psi. And AB psi is equal to A operator B psi is equal to B into operator A psi, it will give you BA psi. And if we take subtraction of this, and if that subtraction satisfies this equation, means AB minus BA in bracket operating on psi is equal to 0, then A and B are called psi is called simultaneous eigenfunction of A and B. But if this A, B minus BA operating on psi is not equal to 0, then psi is not simultaneous eigenfunction of A and B. Now this AB minus BA, this relation, it is called commutator bracket, and it is simply written as commutator bracket A comma B is equal to AB minus BA. If A B commutator bracket is equal to 0, then operators A and B are said to be commute with each other. Now the commutator bracket A comma B satisfy the following rules. If we take commutator bracket A comma B, which will be equal to minus commutator bracket B comma A. Now if we see second relation, commutator bracket A comma B into C is equal to commutator bracket A comma B post multiplied by C plus pre multiplied by B into commutator bracket A comma C. So this is one relation. Then next one, commutator bracket A comma B plus C will be equal to commutator bracket AB plus commutator bracket AC. Now next relation, commutator bracket AB comma C is equal to commutator bracket A comma C multiplied by B plus A multiplied by commutator bracket B comma C. Now if we see this fifth one, commutator bracket A comma commutator bracket B comma C plus commutator bracket B comma with commutator bracket C comma A plus commutator bracket C with commutator bracket A comma B will be equal to 0. This is something like A cross B cross C plus B cross C cross A plus C cross A cross B vector identity, and we know this is equal to 0. Now next one, commutator bracket X A comma B is equal to X multiplied by commutator bracket A comma B, and commutator bracket A comma Y B is equal to Y times commutator bracket A comma B, where X and Y are scalars. Here X and Y are scalars. Next property, that is A commutator bracket A comma B inverse is equal to B inverse into commutator bracket B comma A into B inverse. So these are some properties satisfied by commutator brackets. Now in quantum mechanics we have some basic operators. Px, these are momentum operators, components of momentum operators. Px minus IH bar by dabba by dabba x, Py minus IH bar dabba by dabba y, Pz minus IH bar dabba by dabba z. Now if we take commutator bracket of x with Px, we get IH bar. Y comma Py, we get IH bar. Commutator bracket of Z with Pz, we get IH bar. But if we take commutator bracket of X with Py, we get 0. Y with Px, we get 0. Z with Py, we get 0. Y with Pz, we get 0. Similarly, Z with Px, we get 0. And X with Pz, we get 0. Next operator, that is Hamiltonian operator, H, that is minus h bar square upon del square plus v of x. Here, uh, v can be function of x, y, z also. So here del square, it is dabba 2 by dabba x square plus dabba 2 by dabba y square plus dabba 2 by dabba z square. This is called Laplacian operator. Now we will go to momentum operator, angular momentum operators. Classically, angular momentum is given as vector L is equal to R cross P, where R is position vector and P is momentum vector. We can have here R is equal to Ix plus Jy plus Kz vector. P vector is equal to Ipx plus Jpy plus Kpz, and we have seen components of these. So if we write P in operator form, we know components of Px, Py and Pz. Here we have that components. If we use that components and R in this equation, we get L, that is I times Lx plus J times Ly plus K times Lz. We get this. So here, and Lx is equal to what? IH bar in bracket Z dabba by dabba y minus y dabba by dabba z. Ly is I h bar x dabba by dabba z minus z dabba by dabba x, and Lz is equal to I h bar in bracket y dabba by dabba x minus x dabba by dabba y. So if you see carefully here order, now here x, so in first term x z y in first term, and in second term x y z relation. So Lx is equal to I h bar z dabba by dabba y minus y dabba by dabba z. Same thing is followed here. Y x z y z x, z y x z x y. Now if we see commutator brackets, commutator bracket of Lx with x is equal to 0, Ly with y is equal to 0, Lz with z is also equal to 0. Now consider another commutator bracket. If we take commutator bracket of Lx with y, it comes out to be IH bar Z. So Z is third, means third position, Z. L X Y Z, Y Z X, Z X Y, and here X Z minus IH bar Y, and Z Y L Z Y is equal to minus IH bar X. So order is important here. Now if we take commutator bracket between Lx and Ly, we get IH bar Lz. If we take Ly Lz, we have here IH bar Lx, and Lz Lx IH bar Ly. But if we reverse this, Lz Ly, I will get minus IH bar Lx, Lx Lz will get minus IH bar Ly, and you can write Ly Lx is equal to minus IH bar Lz. Now L square operator is given as Lx square plus Ly square plus Lz square. If we take commutator bracket of L square with Lx is 0, L square with Ly is also 0, L square with Lz is also 0. Now we have next set of operators, that is L plus. This is called ladder operator. L plus, it is Lx plus ILy. L minus is Lx minus ILy. These are also called raising and lowering operators respectively. If we take commutator bracket Lz with L plus, we get IH bar L plus. Lz with L minus, we get minus H bar L minus. And if we take commutator bracket of L plus with L minus, we get it is 2H bar Lz. Now angular momentum operators in spherical polar coordinates. Here x is equal to r sine theta cos phi, y is equal to r sine theta sin phi, and z is equal to r cos theta. These are transformation equations. If we use these transformation equations in these three equations, we will get three operators, and that three operators are Lx is equal to IH bar in bracket sin phi dabba by dabba theta plus cot theta sin phi dabba by dabba phi. Ly is equal to IH bar in bracket minus cos phi dabba by dabba theta plus cot theta sin phi dabba by dabba phi. And Lz is equal to minus IH bar dabba by dabba phi. Now we are interested in this operator. Now eigenfunctions of Lz operator and eigenvalues of Lz operator. So suppose we take Lz operator operating on psi, that is lambda psi. Means here we will take Lz psi is equal to minus IH bar dabba by dabba phi psi, and that is equal to lambda psi. That is equal to lambda psi. And if we solve this, we get psi of phi is equal to some a e raised to I lambda upon h bar phi. And if we use condition of phi, means from 0 to 2 pi, we get lambda is equal to mh bar, where m is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And these are called eigenvalues of LZ operator. And if we normalize this over this range, we get A is equal to 1 upon root of 2 pi. Now here, if we take suppose L plus operator, that is Lx plus ILy, and if we first operate Lx plus ILy operator on eigenfunctions psi, and then Lz operator on that. So Lz in bracket Lx plus ILy operating on psi m, we get m plus 1 h bar Lx plus ILy psi m. Means here Lz operating on psi m, we give here mh bar psi m. So mh bar is eigenvalue. But if we first operate Lx plus ILy, that is L plus on psi, means I can write this equation as Lz L plus operating on psi m, we get here m plus 1 multiplied by h bar L plus psi. So eigenvalue of Lz operator increases by h bar. Here we get m plus 1. If we use Lz L minus psi m, here we get here m minus 1 h bar L minus psi m. So here eigenvalue decreases by minus h bar. So this L plus it is called raising operator, and L minus it is called lowering operator. Lowering operator. Now another operator is parity operator. What is parity? So suppose we have function f of x, and if we replace x by minus x, then sign of function may change or may not change. If f of x is equal to f of minus x, then we say that this function has even parity. Even parity. But if f of x is equal to minus f of minus x, then this function has odd parity. For example, if we take f of x is equal to 2x square, and if we replace x by minus x, we get f of minus x is equal to 2 minus x square, so we get 2x square. So there is no change in sign, so we will get f of x is equal to minus f of minus x. So this function has even parity. But if we take suppose another example, f of x is equal to 2x cube, then we get f of minus x f of minus x is equal to 2 times minus x cube, it is minus 2x cube, so it is f of minus f of x. So this function has odd parity. Now if we take parity operator P operating of psi of x, and it is equal to lambda psi of x, where lambda is eigenvalue. So what happens here, when we operate parity operator on psi of x, we get psi of minus x with plus or minus sign depending on even parity or odd parity. So here lambda is called eigenvalue, and then lambda will be either plus 1 or minus 1. If lambda is plus 1, psi has even parity. If lambda is minus, psi has odd parity. Now parity concepts in 3 dimensions. So suppose we have wave function psi of x, y, z. We can call this as psi of r. So if we change x to minus x, y to minus y, and z to minus z, means position vector r changes to minus r. And if, so this is the figure, E of x, y, z, that is point at which we have wave function. We reverse the coordinates minus x minus y minus z, and if psi of x, y, z is equal to psi of minus x minus y minus z, or psi of r is equal to psi of minus r, the function has even parity. But if there is change in sign, the function has odd parity. Means here we have minus sign. Here we have minus sign. Then function has odd parity. But if wave function is expressed in terms of spherical coordinates r, theta, phi, if we change x to minus x, y to minus y, z to minus z, then change in r, change in theta, and change in phi is given as like this. R as r, theta as pi minus theta, and phi as pi plus phi. So if we see this figure, here point P, it has coordinates r, theta, and phi. But if we reverse direction of this point, and if we properly take coordinates, so here we get P of minus x minus y minus theta. Corresponding spherical polar coordinates are r is r, distance is distance, pi plus phi for phi, and pi minus theta for theta. So if psi of r theta phi is equal to psi of r pi minus theta pi plus phi, then function has even parity. But if psi of r theta phi is equal to minus psi of r pi minus theta pi plus phi, then the function has odd parity. Now this is about some information on operators. Now we'll go to multiple choice questions on this chapter. Let us see multiple choice questions. Here I have first question. If A is Hermitian operator, then it satisfies the condition. So if A is Hermitian operator, it satisfies this condition. Psi star, that is complex conjugate of wave function psi, operator A psi, integration over volume, tau is volume, d tau is volume element. This integral will be equal to integration in bracket operator A psi, then bracket star, that is complex conjugate of A psi, psi d tau. So here this condition is satisfied with the Hermitian operator. So if we see in these alternatives, we will observe that psi star A psi d tau is equal to bracket A psi bracket star psi d tau. So this one is correct. Here this is incorrect. This is also incorrect. This is also incorrect. Now next one, which one of the following is correct for commutator bracket A comma BC? So we have three operators. Now in this case, we write here product BC. So we take B out, then multiply by commutator bracket A comma C, then plus, we take C out, but we take C out like this, A comma B commutator bracket C. So here it is taken out on this side, plus this one is taken on this side. So here if we see A comma B C plus B comma commutator bracket AC, this one is correct. This is not correct, this is not correct, this is not correct. Now we have third question. We have commutator bracket of A with commutator bracket B comma C plus commutator bracket of B with commutator bracket of C comma A plus commutator bracket of C with commutator bracket A comma B and this equal to, now it is like this: A cross B cross C plus B cross C cross A plus C cross A cross B. And if we use all properties of commutator brackets, you will observe that this relation is equal to 0. So here B is correct one. After simplifying, we get commutator bracket of xn with p is equal to. Now here we know commutator bracket x comma p is equal to IH bar. So I can write x raised to 1. And we solve this by mathematical induction. So we suppose that this is true for, here we take true for x raised to k, that is x raised to k p is equal to IH bar k x raised to k minus 1, and we show that it is also true for k plus 1, that is it is true for k plus 1, that is IH bar k plus 1 into x raised to k by mathematical induction. If it is true for this, we have assumed this is true for x raised to k comma p, and we show that x raised to k plus 1 comma p commutator bracket is equal to this. Then in general we get x raised to n comma p commutator bracket is equal to IH bar n x raised to n minus 1. So here this first one is correct, this is not correct, this is not correct, this is not correct. So commutator bracket of x raised to n comma p is equal to IH bar n x raised to n minus 1. This is true. Now if we go to next one, after simplifying we get x comma p raised to n commutator bracket. Now this comes out to be IH bar n p raised to n minus 1 by mathematical induction. So if we see here, this second one is correct, this first one is not correct, third one is not correct, fourth one is not correct. So here this is the relation x comma p raised to n commutator bracket is equal to IH bar n into p raised to n minus 1. Now we'll go to this next one. If H Hamiltonian operator is equal to p square upon 2m plus 1 half m omega square x square, then commutator bracket p comma h will be equal to. Now commutator bracket p comma h will be equal to commutator bracket p comma p square upon 2m plus 1 half m omega square x square. Now we know commutator bracket a comma b plus c is equal to commutator bracket a comma b plus commutator bracket a comma c. This is the identity. So here I can take this as a, b and c. So this is equal to p comma p square upon 2m commutator bracket plus p comma 1 half m omega square x square commutator bracket. So we have here 1 upon 2m we can take out because it is scalar, p comma p square plus 1 half m omega square, it comes out p comma x square. So if we take this, it is now p commutes with p square. So this first one comes out to be 0 plus 1 half m omega square. Now we can write here p comma x into x plus x comma p comma x simply. So this is equal to 1 half m omega square. Now px commutator bracket, it is equal to minus ih bar. So minus ih bar x plus x into minus ih bar. So we get here 2 times minus ih bar x. 2 will get cancel. So minus ih bar m omega square x. We will get here minus ih bar m omega square x. So here if we see alternatives, this first one is not correct, second one is not correct, third one is correct, and fourth one is not correct. So this is about commutator bracket. Now we'll go to next one. Same h, if h is equal to p square upon 2m plus m omega square h square, the commutator bracket x comma h will be. Same way we will solve. So here we have commutator bracket x comma h will be equal to commutator bracket of x comma p square upon 2m plus 1 half m omega square x square. So this is equal to x comma p square upon 2m commutator bracket plus commutator bracket x comma 1 half m omega square x square. So here 1 upon 2m x comma p square commutator bracket plus 1 half m omega square x comma x square. Now this bracket is 0. So here 1 upon 2m. Now we can write this as x comma p square commutator bracket. That is x comma p multiplied by p plus p x comma p by using property of commutator bracket. So here 1 upon 2m, here ih bar p, this is p ih bar, because x comma p it is ih bar. So ih bar p plus p ih bar, so it is 2 ih bar p. 2 will get cancelled. So you will get I h bar p divided by m. So if we see here, the first one is correct, second one is not correct, third one is not correct, fourth one is not correct. Now we'll go to next one. If Lx, Ly and Lz are xyz components of angular momentum operator L, then the commutator bracket Lx, Ly, Lz will be. Now here Lx, Ly, Lz. Now we know this property. A, B, C commutator bracket will be equal to A commutator bracket B, C plus A, C commutator bracket multiplied by B. This is property of commutator brackets. So we can write this as Lx commutator bracket Ly, Lz. plus Lx comma Lz multiplied by Ly. Now we know Ly Lz, that is equal to IH bar Lx, and Lz Lx is equal to IH bar Ly. So, Lx Lz, it comes out to be minus IH bar Ly. So here now Lx into IH bar Lx plus, now here minus IH bar Ly multiplied by Ly. So IH bar is common, so IH bar, in bracket we can write Lx into Lx, that is Lx square, Ly into Ly with minus sign, that is Ly square. So commutator bracket Lx into Ly comma Lz will be equal to IH bar in bracket Lx square comma minus Ly square. So if we see alternatives, first one is not correct, second one is not correct, third one is not correct, fourth one is correct. Now the ladder operator L plus is given as L plus is Lx plus ILy. So this first one is correct, second one is not correct, third one is not correct, fourth one is not correct. The ladder operator L minus is given as, so L minus, it is simply Lx minus ILy. So here if we see four alternatives, this first one A is not correct, B is correct, C is not correct, D is also not correct, because here we have Lz. So B is correct one. Which one of the following is incorrect? Now we know Lx comma Ly, it is IH bar Lz. Ly comma Lz is equal to IH bar Lx. So in this way, you have to go XYZ cyclic order. If we take Lz comma Ly, it comes out to be minus IH bar Lx. Also L square comma Lx, L square comma Ly, commutator brackets, and L square comma Lz, all are equal to 0. We know this. Lz comma L minus, that is minus H bar L minus, this is correct. L plus L minus, commutator bracket, is equal to H bar Lz, this is correct, this is correct, this is not correct, because we require here minus sign. So there is no minus sign, minus IH bar Lx. So we have to take which one of the following is incorrect. So this first one is incorrect. Now which one of the following is correct? Now angular momentum operators components are given as Lx is IH bar, then here first we take Z, dabba by dabba Y, then minus Y dabba by dabba Z. So see here order. Then Ly. If we have Ly, we take here IH bar. Then before Y we have X. So X dabba by dabba Z minus, after Y we have Z. So Z dabba by dabba X. And Lz. Lz we have here IH bar. Z X. So we take X XYZ. So ZY. So we take here Y dabba by dabba X minus X dabba by dabba Y. So these are three components of angular momentum operator. So if we see XZY, x y z, x y z. So this one is correct. X I h bar x dabba by dabba z minus. So we have here x1. So x must not be there. If we see here lx. So this is incorrect. X y z. So we have to take here which one is correct. Correct, not incorrect. So this one is also not correct. So x, y, here we must have z and dabba by dabba. Here x component is not there, means dabba by dabba x is not in Lx. This is also not correct. So only first one is correct. The value of commutator bracket Lx comma y is. Now Lx we know Lx is equal to IH bar y dabba by dabba z minus z dabba by dabba y. So Lx comma y commutator bracket, it is Lxy minus y-Lx. We have to solve this. So here we have IH bar y dabba by dabba z minus z dabba by dabba y y Lx y minus y, and we have to operate this on psi also. So operate this on psi. So operating on psi minus y IH bar y dabba by dabba z minus z dabba by dabba y operating on psi, and then solve this. So IH bar y dabba by dabba z of y psi minus z dabba by dabba y of y psi. This is from first bracket. Then minus IH bar y in bracket, second bracket, y dabba psi by dabba z minus z dabba psi by dabba y, and then solve this. Now we know dabba by dabba z of y psi, y will come out. Dabba by dabba of y psi. Here we have to take product of these two. So if we solve this, finally we will get Lx comma y operating on psi will be equal to IH bar z psi. So here answer is IH bar z. Now Ly comma Ly, the value of commutator bracket Ly comma y is. We know in Ly we have IH bar dabba by dabba in bracket x dabba by dabba z minus z dabba by dabba x, and we have here y. So there is no derivative with respect to y. So what happens? This bracket will come out to be 0. So third one is correct. Now the value of commutator bracket L square comma Ly is. So here we have to take L square is equal to Lx square plus Ly square plus Lz square. We have to take this. And then we have to find commutator bracket. L square Ly, that is equal to L square, that is Lx square plus Ly square plus Lz square comma Ly. So we get here Lx square Ly commutator bracket plus Ly square Ly commutator bracket plus Lz square comma Ly commutator bracket. Now this second one comes out to be 0 directly. So this first one we can write Lx comma Ly commutator bracket plus Lx comma Ly commutator bracket multiplied by Ly plus Lz commutator bracket Lz Ly plus Lz Ly comma Ly commutator bracket multiplied by Lz. And if we solve this, we know Lx Ly, that is IH bar Lz, this is IH bar Lz, this one, this is minus IH bar Lx, this is also minus IH bar Lx. So we get here IH bar Lx Lz plus IH bar Lz Lx Lz Ly. Sorry, here we have Lx Lz Lx plus means minus IH bar Lz Lx minus IH bar Lx Lz, and this comes out to be 0. So this third one is correct. Third one is correct. Similarly, we have L square Lx commutator bracket is also equal to 0. L square comma Ly commutator bracket is also equal to 0. Now in the next one, in the equation P operating on psi of x is equal to lambda psi of x, where P is parity operator and lambda is eigenvalue, then lambda will be equal to. So here we have parity operator equation P operating on psi of x is equal to lambda psi of x. Now here, when parity operator operating on psi of x, we get psi of minus x with plus 1 or minus 1. If we have here plus 1, psi of x has even parity. If minus 1, psi of x has odd parity. So here you will get either plus 1 or minus 1 lambda. The angular momentum operator Lz in spherical polar coordinate is given as Lz is equal to minus IH bar dabba by dabba phi in spherical polar coordinate system. So if we see four alternatives, A, Lz is equal to minus IH bar dabba by dabba phi is correct one. While there is no minus sign, so this is incorrect. Here we have here second order partial derivative, so this is also not correct. Here we have second order partial derivative, so this is not correct. Now next one, angular momentum operator Lz in spherical polar coordinates has given value, has eigenvalue equation Lz psi is equal to lambda psi, then psi will be lambda will be. So here Lz operator we know minus IH bar dabba by dabba phi operating on psi, it is equal to lambda psi. So if we solve this, we get psi of phi is equal to A e raised to I lambda upon H bar phi. And if we solve this, we know phi psi of phi, it is same for this and same for phi plus 2 pi. Why? Because psi of phi will be equal to psi of phi plus 2 pi. Because wave function, it is single value, finite and continuous everywhere, and phi plus 2 pi, they are the same. So here from this we get lambda is equal to plus 0 plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and so on. So here eigen and so we write this as m psi of phi is equal to, we write a e raised to I m phi. So lambda is mh bar with m is equal to 0, plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, and so on. So this second one is correct. Now when Lx plus Ily operates on eigenfunction psi m, then the value of Lz operator increases by, we know, when we operate Lz operator on some function psi m, we get lambda psi m, and here lambda is eigenvalue. Here Lz operating on psi m, we have mh bar psi m. Lambda is equal to mh bar. So mh bar is eigenvalue. But if we operate first L plus on psi m and then Lz on this, we get this as m plus 1 h bar L plus psi m. So I can say this as mh bar plus h bar L plus psi m. So eigenvalue increases by h bar. So it increases by h bar. So first one is correct. Now we have eigenvalue Lz psi is equal to mh bar. Then Lz L plus psi will be equal to, just we have seen, it is m plus 1 into h bar. M plus 1 into h bar. So second one is correct. So this L plus, it is also called L plus, it is also called raging operator. Raging operator. Next one, we have eigenvalue equation Lz psi is equal to mh bar. Here actually we require mh bar psi. Then Lz L plus square psi will be equal to. So here Lz L plus square psi will be equal to Lz L plus psi, we can write this. So what happens? Eigenvalue increases twice by h bar. So we will get here m plus 2 h bar. So here we will get m plus 2 h bar L plus psi. So here we have m plus 2 h bar. Now here we have eigenvalue equation Lz psi is equal to mh bar. Actually here we require psi. Then Lz L minus square psi will be equal to m minus 2 h bar L minus square psi. So here we have m minus 2 h bar, new eigenvalue. In spherical polar coordinates r theta phi, for parity operations on psi of r theta phi, the phi coordinate is changed to. So in spherical polar coordinate system, to check parity, we change r to r, theta to pi minus theta, and phi to pi plus phi. So if we take here, this third one is correct, pi plus phi. Now which one of the following have even parity? So if we take first one psi 1 r theta phi is equal to e raised to minus alpha r. Now here we take these three, r to r, theta to pi minus theta, phi to pi plus phi. You will observe that there is no change in sign. So this first function has even parity. Now if we take second function psi 2 r theta phi is equal to cos theta e raised to minus alpha r. So psi 2 r theta minus phi plus pi will be equal to cos theta minus pi e raised to minus alpha r. Now we will find this cos pi minus theta. So cos here pi minus theta. So pi minus theta will be equal to cos pi cos theta plus sin pi sin theta. Now sin pi is 0, cos pi is minus 1, so you get minus cos theta. So here psi 2 r pi minus, sorry, here pi minus theta and pi plus phi. So cos pi minus theta is minus cos theta, so it is minus cos theta e raised to minus alpha r. So if we check these two, you will see that there is change in sign. So this function has odd parity. This function has odd parity. Now third one, psi 3 r theta phi is equal to cos theta e raised to minus alpha r e raised to I phi. So psi 3 for r pi minus theta pi plus phi is equal to now uh, cos pi minus theta into e raised to minus alpha r into e raised to I pi plus phi. So we know cos pi minus theta, it is minus cos theta e raised to minus alpha r as it is, and we can write e raised to I pi into e raised to I phi. So we get here minus cos theta e raised to minus alpha r e raised to I pi is minus 1. So e raised to I pi, because this is cos pi plus I sin pi. So we get here cos theta e raised to minus alpha r into e raised to I phi. So there is no change in sign. So this function has also even parity. All of the above. But what happens here? Which of the following functions have even parity? Actually, this is first and third have even parity. So I can change here odd parity, because there must be only one function having even parity. So here now if we change this to odd parity, then this second one is correct. Second one is correct. So we have seen multiple choice questions on operators in quantum mechanics. If you like my lecture, I request you to subscribe channel PSP Edumedia and also press like button. Now before your actual examination, I am going to take live lectures on multiple choice questions in quantum mechanics. If you want to see live lectures and notifications of that live lectures, you should subscribe my channel, so that you will get notification of timing of that lecture. Thanks very much.